And it is confidently wrong. I'm Chris Nugent.
I'm Pat Nugent.
It's March Madness, baby.
March fucking madness,
the madness
dude.
of March.
Yeah.
We had a fucking crazy open mic last night.
We did have a crazy open mic last night.
Sometimes I sit through a whole open mic and I'm like, God, did I really just give up fucking 3 hours of my day for that?
Just the whole evening.
Just gone. But this one, I was like, I am so happy I stayed for the whole thing. Wish it was longer.
Yeah, I wish all the events could be condensed, but
Yeah.
that's just not how life works. You got to sit through it.
Where do we even begin?
I think we begin with if there was someone there who was doing their very first open mic, which is scary.
mic.
That's
It
a scary
is.
thing to do. There's a few things that you don't do, though.
Yeah.
One of them is you don't sit right near the front, have a haunting laugh, and then tell the third comedian up, you're the only one who's made me laugh so far.
Bad move.
Yeah.
Not a good move.
And then when the guy was like, okay, thank you, then he, for some reason, said, that's how you know I'm going up later. And then the comic who was on stage was like, oh, have him go up next.
Yeah.
I want to rip
Get
him
this
apart.
guy up now. He's like dissing two other comics
Yeah.
that went up before him.
Which also,
Rude.
this is a Sunday night open mic.
Right.
This is not the club on a weekend, you know?
And then you heckle the guy.
Yeah. You heckle the guy in just, I guess, just wanting to be a part of it. And it sounds like we're coming down on this guy like hard, but it's like, just, I don't know. It's just,
He had a genuinely terrifying laugh, which is what
Yeah.
caught the comic's attention.
there are a lot of etiquette rules at an open mic that you wouldn't normally know otherwise.
But when you laugh like,
yeah.
and then you go, you're the first one to make me laugh tonight.
After two people just tried their best
You're off
on a
to a
Sunday.
really bad start.
And you've never done it
You've
before.
never done it before.
And then so he goes up there, he's bombing.
Eating shit.
I think one of his premises was, have any of you guys ever had sex?
Yeah.
And then there was no response other than you giggling.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, one person's had sex. And then just kept like turning back and
Yeah.
forth.
He's like, I've had sex.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad teeing off on some
No,
dude
fuck
who
that guy.
wasn't funny.
He was
but
rude, and and then the comic who was up sits in the crowd, and he's just kind of like, oh, I want to watch this. Like, oh, you're so good. You feel confident enough to
Right.
evaluate other comedians when you've never done this before. Let's see what you fucking got. And he asked the
wasn't
crowd, he's
great.
like, what are you watching that makes you less depressed? And he's like, you watching you bomb? Which was incredible stuff.
But like, just to play devil's advocate, it wasn't like he did anything all that insane. It's just
No.
something you wouldn't like if you didn't do open mics. I wouldn't act like he did, but it's
No.
not like I know
What he did
all
was he
these
put a
etiquette
target
rules.
on his back.
Yeah,
and if
he
you're gonna
did.
put a target on your back and you're saying you're gonna go up, you better
Yeah.
like do pretty fucking well. And
Yeah.
he did just unbelievably bad.
Yeah,
And he has a very fragile ego, and he couldn't handle it.
I mean, don't we all?
Nah, this guy, it was nuts.
Well,
how
it was funny
fucking-
because so I think the guy who was like, you know, he was heckling this guy, then the comic goes in the crowd to watch him. This guy, I think, has been doing it for a while. So it was just, he was just running circles around it. But
Oh
the
my
guy
God.
kept trying to act like this was helping his set.
Yeah.
Like, it's like he thought we'd tally up points at the end of the
Right.
night or something. He kept going like, okay, well, you said something and I said something back, so that actually I'm
actually
funny.
helps me out.
That helps my set. Thank you.
And at one point, he's just like, "Yeah, you're trying really hard to like make me look bad or something." And I'm kind of like, "No, it's actually pretty effortless.
It's pretty easy,
It's actually
actually.
very easy."
Yeah.
So yeah, that guy was a freak. And then he was like walking around after the mic, like just trying to check in with everybody. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was actually pretty good.
Oh,
Like, you
I didn't hear that. He
You
was
didn't
doing
say
that?
one joke. Yeah, he was
Oh,
like
man.
asking his because like he was being disruptive. And like, folks, if you want to try comedy,
Folks.
the first tip is do not be disruptive in the open mic.
Yeah.
Like, don't loudly talk to your friends in the middle of people's sets. Don't have the most, I can't emphasize this enough, the craziest laugh I've ever heard.
And I've been saying this for years, comics, we are like the modern day samurai. So you should be reserved. If I'm
Yes.
going in for my first open mic,
Stoic.
I come in, I sit in the back, I say nothing, I speak to no one, I go up, I perform my art, and then if it goes bad, I leave immediately.
Yes.
If it goes okay, I stay, and then I leave.
You don't check in with everyone in there for reassurance that it
Yeah.
went well when you've offered nothing.
No, that's what a Ronin would do.
That's, yeah.
Those
get
are the
out.
actions of a Ronin.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
I'm no longer your master.
That's right. Fuck you.
Which is what
That's what we
everyone's
say.
vibe towards this guy was like, fuck you.
I mean, I don't know. He was annoying, but like in hindsight, it's something where like there's a version of me that just went in there and was just like, I went into an open mic and everyone hated me, and I have no idea why.
See, you don't do this, because I went through this myself, because I felt bad for the guy at first, but no, he was a complete fucking dickhead.
No. I think he's a dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying now, as we're saying it out loud, it is funny to be like, and he had an annoying laugh, and he tried to talk, and he tried to be a part of it, and he tried to be funny. You know?
It's just,
Honestly, what made me more mad was another guy later who, I don't know if it was his first time. He's definitely new, but I noticed anytime there's an adult man who's doing like ironic t-shirts, it's never a good sign. And like, I think they're bigger now, ironic t-shirt. Like if you have just like a shirt with like silly, incomprehensible stuff, that's kind of funny. I wouldn't spend money on it, but it's a little bit funny. When you have like almost like a thing a dorky Republican dad would say on a t-shirt, that's too much.
The thing. It's not an ironic t-shirt. He meant that completely sincerely.
Right.
So for context, there was another guy who later went up at the open mic, and he has a t-shirt, and it's one of those shirts that you'd see like a 10-year-old whose mom shops at Kohl's, where it's like, don't talk to me, I'm gaming. Yeah. Or like, nice story, make me a sandwich, babe. Like those shirts. And we went through a cycle where people wore them earnestly, and then there was like a little pocket where people wore them sarcastically, and now you just don't wear them at all. That's the phase that we're at.
And also, to give crucial context, the shirt said, "I apologize if I haven't offended you yet. I'll be sure to get to you by the end." So he clearly was like, well, I'm going to go do my big stand-up debut. I'm going to wear the shirt about offending people. And then really didn't say anything offensive unless you're like a loved one of his, in which case he was saying that you're a bitch and that you ruined his life.
He did a entire set about his ex that he hates.
Right.
And like he was basically saying like, God, what a bitch my ex-wife is for divorcing me when I've refused to help around the house and would spend time golfing with my friends instead of like, and he's saying all this like, we're gonna think it's funny that you were a terrible spouse and got divorced.
Yeah. I think the worst part for me, or the thing I liked the least, was when he basically said she tricked me and made me think the relationship was going to work out because she'd give me blowjobs. And then it was cut off. It's like, what are you, fucking 16 years old?
Yeah.
You got a blowjob and you're just like dazed. You got stars in your eyes like a cartoon.
Yeah. I really wanted to fucking go up because I went up after him, and oh fuck, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It was really clever what I was gonna say. It was really, really good.
You were gonna get him.
I was gonna.
Oh my god, you were gonna get him.
Oh, what I really wanted to say was, aren't you glad you taped that? Because he spent a lot of time setting up his camera on stage. So you happy you got that? Oh no, what I actually wanted to say, I remember now, was I really wanted to ask him, did you start doing stand up before or after Is This Thing On came out? Because I really think, he's one of those guys who saw that movie and was like, I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, I think in particular, divorced guys are susceptible to that movie's marketing.
And because it's, I think I talked about this before, but like that movie is the quintessential, like, oh, I had a life event happen. This is great for material. Because everyone listens to fucking comedy podcasts now, so they all have internalized this ethos of like, oh, when things happen to me, that's material. That's a good thing. Which like, how about you do comedy first? Well, sometimes, but like, just I don't know. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear like learn how to write jokes and then talk about your life. Like actually figure out how to write jokes, figure out your voice. It's not going to be funny in and of itself. Why? What? Why are you laughing?
It's like we're just teeing off on like first time open micers.
No, man. You want to step into the dojo? All right. You want to step into our fucking dojo?
Irish bar in Philadelphia.
If you want to step into the arena, I'm going to have some feedback.
Yeah. Okay. Did anyone give you feedback when we absolutely sucked when we started?
I would appreciate it if someone did.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't have.
Well, I wouldn't have taken it well.
You would have crumbled and you would have been so mad.
I wouldn't do these things. I knew immediately on my first open mic to not mention that it's my first open mic.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew to not laugh like an absolute fucking hyena. I learned to not be a somehow bitter divorced guy when you're like under 30. Like this guy had the ethos of like a 45-year-old divorced man, and he's like not even 30 years old.
Divorce ages you.
So
You're listening to the Teeing Off on Open Micers podcast.
Isn't that what this show is built on?
No, not really. But I have a bit of a mea culpa to give. There's this guy, another open micer, I guess I've been teeing up. There's a guy where I've just been privately giggling at his videos to myself, because essentially it's a guy who's putting on a show, does not seem to be doing comedy at all, and then just like, you'll see a post from him, there'll be one comment kind of being like, who are you? Like, are you a comedian? And then there'll be like 3 days of videos being like, why do comics always come after other comics? Like accusing us of not working hard enough. Like everyone's chasing their dreams. And so anyway, I was kind of like laughing at this guy and being like, what a ridiculous person. And he came up with a newer video, and let's just say his room was Mickey Mouse themed.
Yeah.
So I feel very bad now. Let's just say he was a grown man with a very Mickey Mouse themed bedroom, and
a Mickey Mouse style guy.
Yeah, he's in the mouse house. I'll put it that way.
I did warn you of this.
Yeah,
I did warn you.
I thought there might have been a mouse afoot a little bit, but I saw the video. I was like, "Yep, Mickey Mouse curtains." Okay.
Mickey Mouse curtains.
It was the last video I saw was literally like him laying in bed. I'm like, that's an odd choice for an adult to do, and I was like, those are Mickey Mouse curtains, aren't they? And then I see Mickey Mouse all over the wall, Mickey Mouse clock, and I'm like, I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy for doing this.
Hey, I mean, people put out stuff in the world to make people laugh, and sometimes you laugh with them, sometimes you laugh at them. You can't control how you laugh.
But here's the thing. The thing that made me want to call him out was he was promoting a show, and then I'd never heard of this guy, so I'm like, who is this person? So he was like, everything's on my website. And I go to his website, and on his website, he is claiming that you can book Brad Pitt, David Beckham, like all these just massively famous people. And like on the website, there were just clearly AI generated images of like people. So like not even them. And so it was like $900 to book David Beckham. And I was like, what is this? But I didn't want to just like comment and be like, what is this? Like, why are you lying? So I commented just kind of being like, hey, where do you get tickets for this show? And then he was like, oh, it's on my website. And I was like, how come it says you can book David Beckham for $900? And he was like, what are you worried about? That's what the artist wants to charge. That's what they want to charge. What are you worried about? And then I was like, so if I pay you $900 on this website, I will book David Beckham, the football player. Yeah. And then just deleted all my comments.
Oh no!
But he's in the mouse house.
It's a good question to ask.
It's a pretty good question.
If I can book David Beckham for $900,
that's a deal.
I would love to have him come and do some backflips.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna have him do?
Yeah, that's the thing is like he probably is like a speaking fee, like
do
for
like
what?
TikTok dances or something?
Guess.
Like what
do
the
cameos?
fuck is the plan here?
Actually, if he was charging $900, that's what you do. You hire him, you have him like bang out like 500 cameos for you, and you pocket the money.
That's not a bad idea.
That's good business right there.
This is the business podcast.
The business podcast.
The business podcast.
The Money Minds podcast.
Speaking of, is there anything more you wanted to say on that?
No, I just feel bad for
don't feel bad
bullying the mouse man.
See, if you're a good person because you could have used this as ammunition and you didn't. You could have been like, oh, you're grown up. Yeah, you really got David Beckham in your back pocket, Mr. Mickey Mouse fucking curtains. That would make you a bad person.
That would make you a bad person.
You've chosen to back off with this knowledge, and I respect it.
Samurai Code.
I remember once you did talk about using Cameo to like hire people to promote shows that we're putting on.
Oh yeah.
And then we were disappointed to hear that Mr. Crip Mac.
Yeah, I wanted Crip Mac.
He's out of jail.
He's out of jail?
We can give him a call on Cameo. I think he's doing cameos again.
That would be sick.
Dude, channel fucking confidently wrong. We don't fuck with custers.
That's right.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
So we keep an eye out for that. That might be coming down the pike.
Have him make us a custom confidently wrong gang sign to throw up.
Yeah. I would enjoy that.
Yeah. Speaking of gangs, little history corner. I was listening to this podcast about very cheery topic, the Civil War in Liberia. And it was talking about how there was this faction in it, and they call themselves like the West Side Boys, and there were a bunch of dudes in Liberia who loved Tupac. So they made like their own militia where they all styled themselves like Tupac, but they're
the West Side Boys?
Yeah, because what happened was they just lived in the west side of whatever city they were in,
Yeah.
and then Tupac kept talking about west side, and they're like, "We're on the west side, dude. This fucking rules." And so they modeled themselves after Tupac, but like apparently they didn't really have a firm understanding of what exactly Tupac's fashion sense was. So some of them had like clown wigs on and like referee uniforms. So they were all like getting together, and be like, "Yeah, man, Tupac is Tupac.
It's Tupac."
They got a clown wig on.
This is what? Yeah,
It's
I'm
Tupac.
What
I
the
love
fuck?
rap.
Any more dumbass questions? I'm gonna kill you. What the? How did the clown thing get in there?
No idea. I think they're just like kind of doing a mishmash, like, yeah, American Tupac. You know, it's kind of like when I'm trying to think of an example of it. It's just kind of like when you try to just generalize a whole country, so you just throw out like random stuff.
So
like,
it's
it'd be
like
like if a guy from
Ronald-
France was like French fries, burger, you know,
It's like Ronald Tupac Donald.
Yeah.
Like, is that?
Ronald to Donald.
I hope there's like an east side of Liberia and they all dress like Biggie.
That'd be cool.
You know,
Yeah.
and then they misunderstand it and they all put on Mickey Mouse ears or
Yeah.
something.
I like
Put
that.
in the fofo.
I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. The shit's never end.
You can't touch my bitches.
No, you can't touch my riches.
Even if you had MC Hammer and then 357 bitches.
It's not bad. Pretty good.
Gosh.
It's a good chunk of business right
Yeah,
there.
that's
yeah,
pretty
what
awesome.
what gangsters would or what rappers would all of the Mickey Mouse crew be?
Goofy,
Minnie,
Snoop
obviously
Dogg.
Cardi B.
Wait, sorry?
Minnie is obviously
Of
Cardi B.
course. Goofy is Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
Pluto is
DMX.
Yep.
Dog themed.
I can't even think of any other mouse characters.
Donald Duck is a war veteran, so JPEG Mafia.
Okay. Doesn't he get pissed off a lot, Donald
Yeah.
Duck? Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, Donald
JPEG
Duck
Mafia.
is JPEG Mafia.
Let's
Who's
see.
Donald Duck's best friend?
I literally don't think he has friends. I think everyone really doesn't like
Oh
him.
man, is there like a crazy Mickey Mouse character? Because we need a Danny Brown in there.
Well, no, because Donald Duck has like nephews or something. I think he's got like 3 nephews who do stuff.
Hmm.
Let's see, they'd be Migos.
Oh, there you go. This is good. I
What
like
else?
this.
Who else is a Mickey
I wish
Mouse
I knew more
character?
about Mickey Mouse characters.
You got to
to
get on
keep
my
this
level,
going,
dude. You
yeah.
got to know a lot more about Mickey Mouse characters.
Let me look some.
You're
up
gonna
here.
look up Mickey Mouse characters.
Mickey Mouse characters.
Daffy Duck just talks funny. Probably Danny Brown, right?
Daffy, yeah, yes, of course.
Or Kanye.
All I know is the very hot French mouse from
okay.
Extremely Goofy movie
yeah.
is Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, that's good.
Mysterious.
I think you described it as extremely hot. It's an openness about it I wasn't expecting. I remember like Halloween happened in college, and I was seeing this girl who dressed up as her for Halloween, and I was like, "That's a very nice costume you have.
You've awoken.
You've
something
awoken
in me.
something."
Yeah, it's really just the core group right here.
Yeah.
Oh, and
We got 'em all.
My internet's out.
Oh, well, it's not good.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Well, that's the Mickey Mouse crew as
That was great.
rappers, I guess.
That was great. I was thinking about I don't know. I was just kind of laughing at how like it feels like sometimes like with like drugs, you know, they have like the intended effect, but then there's always like an ironic side effect that just it makes me feel like drugs are designed by like a fucking gypsy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're putting a curse on you.
Right.
You know, like Ozempic, it's like it paralyzes your digestion. So your stomach just fills with shit. You have
Damn.
just shit filling in your gut.
That's true.
And then that makes your breath smell like shit. But it's kind of ironic because it's like, yeah, you're full of shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're skinny, but you're full of shit. Your breath smells like shit because you're full of shit.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
You cheated.
You've cheated. That's my opinion. You know?
Yeah, all right.
It's
that's
ironic.
fair. Yeah.
You know, and like it kind of applies to like street drugs as well, like cocaine. You know what I mean? It's like cocaine. It's like you take cocaine, like you want to socialize, you want to connect with people, you want nothing more than to talk to people, but you've never been more annoying in your life.
True. You're always
You know what I
pitching
mean?
music videos to people.
So annoying. You have so many ideas and you can't execute on any of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's
All
like
right,
an
I
ironic
like that.
punishment.
Yeah.
Or like acid. You know, like you crave great adventure, the adventures of a lifetime, but you've never been more scared. You've never been more incompetent and incapable.
Or crystal meth. Apparently, you're very horny on it, but you can't come.
There you go.
That's what I hear.
That's right.
That's what I hear from my sources.
Same with like you're very focused. You're very like you've never been more focused and incapable of doing anything in your life.
Yeah,
you know
good
what I
point.
mean?
Trank, you're very tranquil, but you also have a tough time getting back up.
Yeah,
you're leaning. The dreamers, I call
the
them.
dreamers. So it's just a fun little thing. I
like that. About. It's a good time. Yeah. Oh, speaking of crystal meth, I also kind of have a mea culpa for that clavicular guy too. Saw a clip that made me feel really bad for him.
Why?
He was just talking about how he's basically just saying like, yeah, like anytime I try to ask these women to hang out off stream, they just won't do it. Like they won't talk to me.
Yeah, he
like
sucks.
I'm just a jester.
He's a fucking Oh wow, a moment of clarity for clavicular.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
He's a fucking dickhead, dude.
I saw that video with him and Andrew Callahan. And it was like, I don't even think he knows what he's doing this for. Because like Andrew just brought up the idea of him like eventually having, or someone like following his advice to like better his life and then have like a family. And he's like, no, that's stupid. It's like, why is that stupid? And then he's just kind of like, what is this for?
Right.
Like, what are you doing this for?
Yeah, and he like gets mad if you like ask him. I mean, he is like a 20-year-old boy or a 21-year-old boy. So it's like, it reminds me of me when, you know, I'm like telling my parents like, yeah, I just kind of want to travel the world. It's like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think there'd be follow-up questions.
Right.
Fuck you. Give me money.
Well, he also like keeps getting mad at people for like wanting to interview him and like not focusing on looks maxing.
Right.
He's always like, why aren't you asking me specifics about look maxing? And it's like, well, because it's idiotic.
Yeah,
it doesn't make
it's
any
stupid.
sense.
Also, he asked like 100 questions
But, like,
about look maxing.
It would be like if you interviewed Terrence Howard about the movies he's been in. And he's like, what about my new math that I invented? Like, why aren't you asking about the new number, Kerlevin, that I made up? You're not gonna ask, you want to know all about the movies. You don't want to know one thing about Kerlevin and how it multiplies.
I had this girl I used to hook up with. She was like, she like worked on that show Empire, and apparently he just, I mean, you'll be shocked to hear he was a nightmare to work with. Just an absolute he insisted on like, because they have like a call sheet, you know, for like, I think it's like, you know, when you're supposed to be on set, and they have everyone listed. And he insisted on being listed as not Terrence Howard, but Mr. Number One.
And I'm guessing he was not number one on the call sheet.
Oh, he was on the call sheet. But it's like he just had to emphasize that he is Mr. Number One.
Who else is even on that show other than obviously Jussie Smollett?
Apparently, he was also very odd. They had to like chase him around the set to get him to shoot. He would like hide in trees and stuff.
Yeah,
he would literally run around. It's like a child.
I saw a video of him recently where it was the weirdest comeback that I could ever imagine him trying to plan. But, you know, obviously he was caught dead to rights doing the whole fake hate crime thing. But I heard him saying, like, I'm not a fucking idiot, all right? Like, yeah, I lied, but not in the way they're saying I lied. I'd have to be a fucking moron to try that. It's like, how do you think that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, I did it, I was caught, but not in the way you think.
In what way, then?
What does that mean?
Does he elaborate? Like,
No.
Oh, of course not.
I mean,
dude.
unless I just didn't watch the rest of the video,
Yeah.
but...
Remember when he called himself like gay Tupac or something? He's like,
Yeah.
I'm the Tupac of being gay.
I never even heard one of his songs. Was he like a rapper?
I don't think
like
he was saying like in a rap capacity. I think he was like
Oh.
as a social justice figure.
Well, I thought because that was the whole thing with what he did was like he was trying to get a music career launched with Empire, and apparently he was he would make songs, they'd play them on the show, and that was giving him big numbers. But I heard that it was starting to dwindle, and that's when he's like, well, here's my big scheme to get popular again.
Well,
so
that's
I wonder if
probably
the music was even good.
Of all the social justice figures he could pick, that's probably why he picked Tupac.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, he's more focused on the music. But I just thought it'd be funny if those guys in Liberia were like, you know, they heard that, like, oh, the gay they misunderstand Tupac, and they just walk around with nooses around their neck. We're the gay Tupac.
Hiring giant bodybuilders
Yeah,
to
I mean, they'll have
pretend
to
to
go
kill
that
you.
far in Liberia to get some guys from Nigeria
It's
to
true.
come
That's
you
true.
know, help them out.
Yeah.
it's a quick trip over there.
That's true.
I need two. And weren't those guys gay too?
I think they're just bodybuilders. I think they're just roided up bodybuilders. But there is a sort of eroticism to weightlifting, Chris. You're correct.
That's what's. I mean, yeah. That's what's just so funny about that whole plot. It's like you expected everyone to believe that two Nigerian guys are so like MAGA that they want to kill you.
Yeah, and then also like
I mean, I guess I don't know the politics of the average Nigerian man, but
for the plan to have worked, he would have had to like fake almost hang himself, and then just have these two bodybuilders just disappear. Like he'd have to kill them probably for him to get away with this. Otherwise, they could just keep coming back and like pay us off. He defended
himself in a from a homophobic attack.
I think he was just saying that they like tried to lynch him and he like escaped or like it didn't work or something.
Right.
But
he
like,
tried to lynch him at like 2 a.m. in the morning in like negative 5
like
degrees Chicago winter. Yeah. Chicago, like a progressive city.
Right.
Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And all apparently to sell songs in your TV show that you're on.
Right.
Like, I don't think you ran this by anybody. There should be a Reddit for these plans.
Yeah.
You know?
They start a thread called "Am I retarded?"
Right.
Here's my plan.
Am I the retard?
Am I the retard?
Well, I don't think I talked about it on the pod. My buddy was telling me that in high school he had an older brother who kind of had like some. He was like a good guy, but he had like a few friends who were like kind of. Bit like criminal on the criminal side, and
I didn't know what you were gonna say, like homophobic criminal.
But basically, this guy comes to my friend's brother and is like, "I got a plan. You can back out, but then you're gonna want to do this. You come in on a robbery with us, okay? We knock over a bank midday. No one gets hurt. We escape. I got it all planned out, and at the end." We chop up 20 grand between the four of us.
Damn.
We chop up a used car between the four of us.
This is going to change my summer.
Right.
I'm going to have a really nice, kick my feet up for a nice summer.
Listen, all right. We take only the cash out of the drawers. If the tellers move, we do have to fucking kill them. But at the end, we chop up a Toyota Tercel between the four of us. You can have as much ice cream as you want all through the summer. All you gotta do is kill 5 women in a bank.
Let me paint a picture for you. Norwegian cruises. We can kick our feet up with some Norwegian cruise mimosas.
Listen up.
And fuck 45-year-old moms.
I got 3 words for you. Carnival, cruises, off-season, discount, package. For you and me and my buddy Tom.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Yeah,
what an incredible plan.
Well, I had a similar thing where I had a dumb idiot guy that I used to know. We just found like one of our friends in high school, his dad just like grew weed, not like a dealer, just grew weed. And he was like, what if we went into his house with shotguns and we took everything?
Oh my God.
It was like, and then we just go to school tomorrow? Like, what are you talking about? He was like, here's what we do. You get your dad's ATV. We drive it through the woods. We go in there. We take everything from our friend who knows us' house. We're back in social studies tomorrow. We are back in social studies to learn about the Vietnam War.
Oh my God.
It's like, you explain how this is going to work.
Yeah. What if we pretended like we were in a video game? Yeah. That's how I understand the world.
And then I was like, I don't want anything to do with that at all. And he was like, "Well, take some time to think about it." He's like,
Sleep
I'm
on
good.
it.
I'm all right.
In high school we had another idiotic plan where my parents were supposedly going on vacation. So like, all right, we're gonna leave you guys home.
Classic.
Stay, watch the house. I was like,
classic
cool.
party setup.
Project X style party.
That's right.
Of course.
Obviously,
we were all heavily influenced by that movie.
Good movie.
And me and my friend Jacob, we were like planning this out. We're like, oh, we're gonna have a huge party, and Jacob just something like snapped, and he's just like, all right, we're gonna get a what is it called where you can an excavator. We're gonna dig a giant hole in your backyard, and we're gonna fill it with water. Pool party. in April in Wisconsin.
He's a moron.
That's genuinely
that
his
is
plan.
such a dumb fucking plan.
Your parents will never know.
How would you even get the excavator? Where would you even rent an excavator from?
He just wanted to have a pool party.
Just get a pool then. It would have been easier to buy an above ground pool, fill it up, and get rid of it. You're gonna buy an excavator and dig
worst
a
case
pit?
scenario, parents get home like, hey, why is there like a giant dead patch of grass?
Yeah.
But then it's like, why is there a giant hole in the
No, what probably would have happened is you would have probably not been able to get the excavator. If you did, you probably would have dug up the fucking septic field. And they would have come home and was like, why are there 8 sick teenagers in a destroyed yard? So it would be funny if you're like, you just thought they were gone the whole weekend. Gone one
They
night.
come back late in the night.
Yeah.
But there's only like 6 of us.
Yeah.
we couldn't get the Project X style party.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like Project X, that would never happen.
I was at a party in high school it got close to that. I mean, obviously not literally like Project X.
Yeah.
But it's one of those situations where like the party's lit and then everyone's kind of all like, oh, let me invite my friends from other schools.
Yeah.
And then it was
yeah.
like 5 different people, like different people from 5 different schools all showed up at this house. And it did get fucking wild. Like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I just think Project X like conveniently left out when like something fucked up happens and everyone like in Project X there's always like a pause and then everyone's like yeah and then like the party goes back again. Instead it'd be like, oh yeah, like a little person falls out of the oven and punches 3 guys in the dicks and then everyone's like, let's take it down a notch.
See, you'd think, but actually, at that party, it was like fucking wild, but it was like starting to wind down, and then someone accidentally set off a car alarm. So then it's going like honking, and then I saw a guy because I was trying to stop my friend from drinking and driving because he had a meltdown because his girlfriend made out with a different guy.
I know exactly who this is.
So he gets in his car, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm like, I'm just Gerald. Please don't do this.
Yeah.
Please don't do this. He drives off. I'm like, all right, well, my friends might be dead. I don't know. So I'm gonna walk back in, and there's a man in a bathrobe screaming, writing down everyone's like license plates. Like, I'm calling the cops. I'm writing all your plates. And so I go inside. I'm like, hey guys. There's a guy outside screaming that he's writing everyone's license plates and calling the cops. We might want to like take it down a notch. I'm leaving. Like I'm gonna get in my car and drive.
As you should, to
a Walmart to sleep this off. But I recommend that you guys leave and no one listen to me. No one listened to me.
I just love like cooler heads prevailed. I drunk drove to Walmart and slept there, but I don't know what those fools were
I don't know
doing.
what those idiots were doing.
All they would have had to do is just leave the house, and then if the cops called them, be like, "Yeah, my car was parked. So what? That mean I was there."
Right.
That's what you should have done.
And then I
Leave on foot.
I took a bunch of lawn ornaments with me on the way out. And then I got home, and then one of them said like "rejoice," and I just like put it in the front yard. My mom's like, "What the fuck's up with this?" I'm like, "Rejoice, Mom." Any more dumbass questions?
Did you put like a picture of someone's grandparents like in my room?
I didn't want to.
Oh, you don't want to talk about everything. Yeah, I woke up to someone's grandparents in a framed photo next to my bed. Come to find out, it's the last photo of a guy before he died.
It wasn't the last photo. It was a year and a half before he died. That doesn't mean it's the last photo.
It felt very much last photo. That felt like the essence of a guy was in there.
Yeah, I regret that.
And I just had to be like,
because we all heard
Saturday.
that John Mulaney bit where he's talking about his evil friend saying, "What's the one thing you can't replace?"
And you heard that, and you're like, "We should do that.
We should do that. That's actually really funny. We should do that to somebody." Yeah, me and my friend Alex were just like looking around, and we're like, "You want to steal the TV?" And so we like go and unplug the TV and pick it up, and then the homeowner's just like looking at us like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" It's like, "Oh, we're gonna." It's dangerous. Someone's gonna knock this over.
There's a real fire hazard
This is a real problem.
That you can't have this.
That's why I was talking about my friend Jacob earlier. We love you, Jacob. I don't know if he probably doesn't listen to this, but we love you. But I called him like 5 times. I was like, "You have to get to this party," and then he didn't.
Yeah,
he missed that. That was the best party. That really was.
The best one?
It was pretty fucking good. Actually, no, the best party. Here, do we have time for this? Do we have time for
You're
this?
listening to the High School Party podcast, folks.
So this is actually first year of college. So it was like everyone kind of like reuniting after like, you know, the first like month or so of college. And it was at someone's house that they're renting like way out in the middle of the fucking sticks. And my friend Jerry and Alex, Jerry got a new sound system. So he's showing Alex, like, yeah, check out this fucking sick ass sound system, and it's like, you know, insane bass, like rattling the whole fucking car.
Love that.
So
Love when the car's shaking.
isn't that fun to drive? So like, you know, blasting music. Of course, attracts the police's attention, and I'm not embellishing any of this. I just want to say I'm not embellishing one detail of this fucking story. Jacob and I were playing beer pong. We were running the table for like 10 fucking games. We were absolutely dominating this fucking game. Cannot miss. Lights out beer pong. And I'm, you know, the beer pong table's positioned like in front of the front door. So like I'm about to shoot a shot. I look to my right, and there's a cop standing in the doorway, and he's just like, hey, you know who owns the home? I'm just kind of like, and he didn't even seem mad. He was like, honestly, like a chill guy. He's just like, yeah, who's the homeowner? And I think honestly, he was probably just going to tell us to turn down the volume, was really what he was going to do. And I'm just kind of like, and I just don't say anything to him. I slowly turn and put the ping pong ball down, and then I walk into the next room and open the window to try to like calmly open the screen and jump out the window. And my friend Ty just comes running in, kicks the fucking screen, and like everyone's just like evacuating this house as quickly as possible. And someone got a picture of these girls jumping from the top, like from the second floor of the house, and it was the most incredible photo I've ever seen. If anyone from Baraboo has this photo, please send it to me. It is one of the greatest photos I've ever seen.
A punk album.
It's the house, girl jumping from the second story window mid-fall. Someone's there to catch her. There's cop lights like in the background, you know, like it's the perfect picture. They deleted it for some reason.
For some reason they deleted the photo of them doing a crime.
Everyone's
for some
like
reason
fleeing the house, and then one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like super high on cocaine, and he just screams America, and then runs and like butt slides on the cop's car to like distract him while everyone's fleeing the house as quickly as possible. And they just like chased after him.
Damn.
But it was the best, dude.
Yeah.
That was like I loved when the cops busted parties. That like truly was my favorite part of parties back then. Was just like the cops busting them, everyone running away.
Good times.
It was a good time. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, we got some Reddit stuff.
Oh yeah, I had one too actually. Here,
you want to go first?
Yeah, let me get this one out.
We're at about the 37.
Hey,
pretty good first half.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you
do?
gonna
Reddit.
do? Yes.
But yeah, I can't emphasize this enough. If anyone has that photo, please send it to me.
All right, this is on r/AskGayBros. My dog won't listen to me anymore after he saw me bottoming. I'd rather not go into too specifics, but I had a guy over a couple weeks ago for a hookup and forgot to close the door, so my Akita I've had for 2 years wandered in while we were going at it. The guy was being pretty rough, and I was getting into it, moaning, being slutty, you know, bottom things, until the top pointed out the dog was watching us. I got him out of the room and closed the door, but since then, my dog doesn't seem to want to listen to me, respect my authority, or spend much time with me. I try to pet or hug him, and he growls or moves away. That wasn't the case before. I know homophobic dog sounds ridiculous, but is it possible that since he saw me in a submissive position, he doesn't want to listen to me anymore?
I mean, I think that's exactly what happened.
I think you need to ask the guy back over, and then he bottoms, and then you see if everything goes back to normal.
It's like a curse that's been inflicted on you.
That's right.
The curse of the sub.
Have you ever had sex in the presence of a dog?
No, I always get him out of there. You know what I mean? I just don't even entertain that for a second.
I did once. I didn't like it. And it was a very anxious dog, too, so I just like looked over, and he was in the corner just like...
Well, you know, I've had a lot of sex with the dog in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And it just kind of ignored it. But then it would, after we were done, it would like jump onto the bed and just start licking like the puddle. And we're just like, get the fuck out of there.
Oh, man.
Stop licking her like a pussy juice.
Actually,
the dog was a little freak.
I'm not proud of this, but there was one time, it was in Maine. I was hooking up with this girl at her apartment, and it wasn't even her dog. She was looking after her sister's dog while her sister was like abroad. It was a very cute dog. It was like a German Shepherd mixed with something else. So like it looked completely German Shepherd but short. Like it had very, very short legs. So it was very cute.
Aww.
But we were hooking up, and then I'm naked. The dog would come up and try to like hump me while we were like hooking up. So normally it'd be like, it's like by my leg and I'd like push him away.
Yeah.
But this time it gets behind me and I'm like, oh no, fuck that. So I just slammed the dog into the wall.
I mean, you got it.
Yeah. I was
You
like,
gotta.
he's going to bottom me.
Oh my God, you can't have that.
And then she was like, why'd you shove the dog? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Hey, leave. This is between us and him. This is between me and the dog. Okay, this is an alpha thing.
Yeah.
Don't. And what I want to know is, does the dog listen to the top?
In this case, yes.
I'm sure the dog's probably listening.
I think
to
so.
The top.
I think the dog is listening to the dog.
That's tragic.
But yeah, like I wonder what the dog. I wonder if the dog understands what's going on. Probably, right?
I mean, I don't think I'm not trying to be funny here. I don't think the dog's homophobic, like literally at all. I don't think that's in the dog. I don't think they can be homophobic.
Yeah.
I literally think it is a submissive thing. Like they saw you being submissive, and they no longer respect you.
Also, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how my cat would react if I was quote unquote moaning slutty. I just don't. I think that's the thing that's weird to the animal is
Right.
you like moaning and
Like-
being slutty.
The dog's looking at us like, I don't know what
Yeah,
you were doing in there, but things are different
Let's
now.
cool things off for a bit. This is getting weird.
It's wild that like I don't know, like because I've heard of like relationships with dogs changing, like when something's been done to the dog, like you gave it a medicine it doesn't like and it treats you like a little bit differently, but to like see something happen to you and the dog treats you differently is kind of crazy.
Well, I'm also curious, like how long of a time period this is over. Because if it's a couple days, I think you're being a little bit hysterical.
But I mean, how would you react if like that happened to you and like, your dog who you like, you look forward to seeing every day you get home from work is just like not happy to see you anymore?
Yeah,
like,
true. I mean, I
that'd
don't
be
know,
so
like,
upsetting.
I like my cat used to sleep in my bed every night. Now she sleeps in someone else's bedroom most nights, and it's like all you can do is plan.
Well,
Make your
and what
plans.
did I do to fix that? I shut my door and I said, "You get out of here. You go back
true.
where you fucking belong."
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny when you left for work today. She usually comes into my bed when you leave. Mm-hmm. Classic woman.
Classic.
Kidding, that's a joke.
Yeah.
But she usually jumps into my bed when you leave. But today she stayed on your bed.
Oh, really?
She and like I had to like go summon her because I missed her. And I was like, "Where are you?" And then she's like,
She's a cutie. Well, just what you said before, I thought it was funny because I feel like typically like most women take liking cats as a sign that you're like a calm, chill guy. It's
Yeah.
funny to like use cats as a vehicle for sexism.
I mean, they say how you treat the cat is as indicative of how you treat
Right.
women.
Yeah, just like feed the cat. Be like, that's all they fucking care about is their money and their food. These fucking broads. Yeah, give her a treat. Be like, yeah, you only come out when I fucking give you something, huh? You fucking.
We're joking.
We're joking. We love women and we love cats.
We love women and
Where
we love
is that
cats.
damn cat?
She's in my bed. Of
course, typical.
We've corrected it.
Speaking of being slutty,
Let's see here. We got another. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for making a stink at school and forcing the teacher to change my kid's math grade?
you can do that.
I wish I had this parent. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's a joke. I love my parents. My kid, 4th grade, has been struggling in math. It's been an
it's
ongoing
4th grade.
issue. This whole year, she has struggled with multiplication and division specifically. It's been a constant issue. You've said that. Yeah.
Okay.
We get it. It's a constant issue.
It's constant.
It got even worse when they moved on to multiplying and dividing multiple digits. We've tried the school's tutoring, but overall, she's just not getting it. She doesn't get the method they are teaching. She gets it wrong like 80% of the time. It isn't easier, and it's just more steps. Example, multiplying. You break up the numbers, draw boxes, then multiply, then finally add them up. Yeah, the way they teach math now is like crazy.
Did they do it differently than that?
They changed how they do it, like Common Core. Like they do it differently now. So I decided to teach her the way I learned, and she understands it. Homework is a million times easier now because she can actually solve the questions. The issue is that my daughter had a math test last week, and she came home upset. She got a 50% even though she got most of the answers right. She missed 2 out of 25, so it should have been a 92%. I had a conversation with the teacher, and it boiled down to she didn't use the method shown in class. I pointed out that the test just said to show their work and not show the specific method. The teacher basically went, too bad, and that's what. And if it happens again, it'll be a 0. I was fed up and went to the principal. I'll admit I made it a big deal because I think it's ridiculous that she got penalized for getting the right answer using a different method. It's math. You can solve problems in a lot of different ways. The teacher was brought in, and she was forced to change my daughter's score, and they said it won't happen again. She can find the right answer any way she wants to, as long as she shows her work. The teacher was not happy. My wife thinks I was being an ass and keeps bringing it up. She says the teacher has other things to deal with and that I went overboard. Did I? I'm going to say no. I think you did the right thing.
This is an interesting one.
This is a very interesting one, and it highlights what American education is, which it's not about instilling knowledge in young people. It's about creating good workers that follow instructions.
Well, also, like, I guess to break it down like this, initially, it's 4th grade. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Their grades don't matter.
Right.
But if the parents care and the teachers care, then really this is like, how are they going to do math in the 3 years before they just use calculators?
Right.
Because they're not good. I don't
Right.
remember how to do this shit.
Right.
Probably multiplication, but division. I don't remember how to divide on paper.
Right.
Definitely not long division.
I just do. I mean, I have like the tables memorized.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, kind of. Try me.
72 divided by 9.
7
Sounds right.
or 8. I think it's 8. It's 8. 72. Yeah, it's 8. Wait, 72 divided by 9. Yeah, 8. So kind of.
Very good.
It takes
Chris.
a little bit.
Very good.
Yeah. But I'm not like doing it in my head. I'm like literally just remembering the table.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of torn on that because chiefly, who cares? But
Right.
like, if I'm gonna force myself to care, yeah, I mean, like, showing your method on 4th grade also just seems very strange to me. Like, it
I think
seems
that
like
was the case when we were kids.
I think the teacher is maybe doing too motherfucking much a little bit,
Yeah.
but then at the same time, it is their classroom.
Yeah, but it's like the way that it's just fundamentally wrong. Like you just want compliance. You don't care about creating smart kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
shitty.
mean, I think if it was me, I'd say, like, I'll give you the full grade, but, like, she should probably learn. I'm sure there's some reason why they're teaching it that way. She should
Right.
learn how they're.
I want to know
doing
why
it.
they're teaching it that way.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I remember when we moved from Rhode Island to Wisconsin, I had to relearn division because they taught me a completely different way in
Yeah.
Rhode Island, and then the new way was like fine once I learned it, but like I did have to completely relearn it.
Right.
And it was funny too because I felt like I was from like the Cold War era because I got there and they're like, we don't even teach math this way. Like I did one test and they're like, what the fuck is this?
Was it like so advanced that they were shocked, or was it so like behind?
No, it was like so like you're
just
doing
different.
8 steps for like a 3-step thing.
Oh, wow.
It was like you're doing this in the most convoluted way possible.
Interesting.
It's like it's like how I tie my shoes. I do it, but very poorly and strangely, you know?
The only experience I had like that was we moved to Wisconsin and we went to Wisconsin Dells, and I was in the band there. And for some reason, I was just really good at drums in the band. And part of it was because my teacher just loved me, gassed me up all the fucking time. So I was like, I'm the fucking man. I'm so sick at the drums. And then I moved to Baraboo, and the program was way better, but
Yeah.
the teacher was way meaner. And I fucking sucked at the drums, dude. I was so fucking... I got fucking humiliated in that class every fucking day, dude. I was so bad. He's now one of my best friends. But Alex was in the class with me because you know how they have like different hours of band.
Yeah.
So there's hour A with just me and Alex, and then hour B with everyone else in the percussion section. And Alex literally transferred out of that class to
get
be
away
with
from
that,
him.
like to be with everyone else. So I was just left by myself.
Yeah.
And I was
Damn.
fucking terrible at the drums. And like, because I wasn't getting any positive reinforcement, I would completely crumble.
Yeah.
Like if any negative attention was brought on me, I would just fall apart immediately. So it's like any issue that's happening, it'd be 10 times worse when I have the fucking beam on me. I was so fucking bad. I literally skipped the holiday concert. I did play the whipping stick.
Yeah.
In sleigh ride. Like sleigh bells jingling, ting
Yeah.
ting tingling. And the other
I'm
part,
just
like,
imagining Whiplash if the guy just crumbled immediately.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah,
Just not quite my time.
it's
Like, oh God, just fucking put someone else
It's
in.
a 5-minute movie.
Yeah.
If I was in it, very
Just
quickly.
oh yeah, I'm putting together a team for like the elite band. You'd be like, well, can I be in? It's like, well, show me something. No,
It's a 10-minute movie. The last 2 minutes, I'm at open mics.
no. Can I just do normal band?
I'm doing comedy now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like net 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 net. But like it'd be like net 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 net. Like just like it was incomprehensible
Yeah.
how I was doing it.
Just fucking up in
Yeah.
very confusing ways.
And I literally just like pretended to be sick, so I didn't
Damn.
have to go. And everyone was mad at me. And then I never played band ever again.
Look at you now.
Now look at me.
Now look at you, dude. All right, you got another one?
No, I can't. Yeah, but to conclude, you are not the asshole.
You're not the asshole. I think you're a good dad.
You're a good dad.
Yeah.
All right. What? I literally just saw this.
Damn, removed by moderator.
This was 5 hours ago.
Damn.
Damn. I don't know. I didn't vet this one, but let's see if it's
Yeah,
good.
fuck it.
Am I the asshole for refusing to give my mom access to my bank account after she helped me open it?
She helped you open it?
I, 18F, just turned 18 a few months ago and opened my own bank account. When I first did it, my mom helped me set up everything since I had no idea what I was
Sorry,
doing.
just want to pause real quick. I think the big problem is you're opening your bank account at 18 years old.
Yeah.
I had a bank account at like 12.
Yeah.
You open it up and then you save up $10, you can get a toy from the chest.
Right. Yeah.
That's how you learn
That's
to have
how
a bank
you learn
account.
how to
Yeah.
manage your money. And I'm doing a bad job right now because I don't get any fucking toys.
That's right.
For
And
saving money.
you learn early on that the toys are all disappointing, so you don't trust the banks.
That's true. It's
how
a
you
good
learn.
lesson to learn.
That's right.
Never trust
the
them.
banks are liars.
They are. Anyways, opened my own bank account. When I first did it, my mom helped me set everything up since I had no idea what I was doing. Because of that, she still has access to my account. At the time, I didn't think it was a big deal. Recently, I noticed she's been checking my transactions and commenting on them. Like if I order food or buy clothes, she'll bring it up and say stuff like, "You're wasting money," or "That's not necessary." Last week, she asked me why I spent money on going out with friends and said I should be saving instead. I told her it's my money and I'm trying to learn how to manage it myself. She got upset and said since she helped me open the account and I still live at home, key detail, you still live at home, she has a right to see what I'm doing with my money. That didn't sit right with me, so I went to the bank and removed her access without telling her. She found out a few days later and was mad. She said I went behind her back, that I'm being sneaky, and that I'm not ready to be independent if I can't be transparent. Now things are tense at home, and she keeps bringing it up, saying I broke her trust. I get that she was helping me, but I also feel like I should have some privacy now that I'm 18. Am I the asshole? This is another like kind of compelling one.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of see both sides. Because on the one hand, it's like it is your money. You have say on how to use it. But also it's like, I mean, if you're living at home and you needed help opening a bank account at 18, like,
Right.
yeah, maybe you need to tighten it up a little bit.
I want to know how this money's being earned.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like if her mom's giving her an allowance.
If this is allowance, no.
Yeah.
Your mom's right. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But if it's your money and you're working for it, I don't know. I think maybe just talk to her and say, like, hey, like, I'm 18. I'm going
Right.
to do dumb shit.
Right.
You've probably done dumb shit before.
Yeah. I look back and like I definitely would have benefited from my parents monitoring my transactions a little bit when I
Yeah.
was a young man.
Dude, there was a summer where I think it was like September and I worked all summer and then I went to go buy something with my debit card and it was like insufficient funds. I'm like, that's weird. And then I went to go take out money. I was like, I have no money. Like I just somehow spent all my
Yeah.
money and just
Dude.
had no clue.
Yeah, because I would buy food all the time.
Yeah.
like literally.
I would buy food and leave work early as much as possible. And I was like, where'd the money go?
Why do I have no money?
Where's my 401k?
I don't understand why I don't have any fucking money.
Yeah.
My job pays me $7.75 an
Yeah.
hour, and I ask to
I
leave
work-
every single day.
I work 10 hours a week and making $7. Where's all my money?
Where's the fuck is my
Yeah.
dude, at Noah's Ark? I remember like being in park services,
Mm-hmm.
and I would ask. I was like, "Hey, just putting it out there. If you gotta send anyone home early,
Oh, yeah.
I'm your guy." And then being genuinely upset and not understanding why I'm not getting employee of the month.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get it. What am
Yeah.
I doing wrong?
Well, I was like a janitor there, and it was nice because there was a bunch of people from Europe, and like, well, it's not nice, but they basically screwed them over, and so they'd have to work as much as possible to afford this like exorbitant rent they'd charge them at like
Hey,
the
welcome to
properties that they own.
America,
Yeah,
dude.
but yeah, so they would be told like, hey, someone's got to go home, and they'd be like, I can't go home, like I need to work the full shift to
Right.
make the money to live here, and I would just go, guys, there's got to be a compromise. I think I don't like to do it. I guess I could go home.
As much as I would love to stay,
I guess I could go home right
guess
now.
I can just go home.
if this will fix everything, I guess I'll go home.
the last thing I want
I don't want to do it.
is to go home
I
on
love
this
working
beautiful
here.
summer day.
I love it.
I would love nothing more than to wander the Noah's Ark water park, creating little messes on my own because I have nothing to clean.
That's
up.
right.
That's me.
I love being the guy who keeps a water park bathroom floor dry and having dads go, well, that seems like a tough job, and then you try not to take the stick and fucking shove it in their eyes and kill them.
Oh man.
And you go, yeah, and then they go, I hope they're paying you enough, and I go, actually, they're not.
Would you believe they're not paying little old 15-year-old me much
Yeah.
at all? In fact, they're exploiting me for cheap labor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, but I got my first kiss out of it.
Hey,
And my
not
first
bad.
smooch in a break room.
Not bad. Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I wish I went to more Noah's Ark parties.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun.
I just those college kids scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
They drank so much, dude. It's insane. I was in high school, so I can't hang with these
Yeah.
guys. There's just no way. I remember before I went off to college, I was at like my friend's house in Portage, and like we're just hanging out drinking. We're like 18-year-olds drinking, like just fresh out of high school. And my friends are telling me like, "You want to go to Madison? You want to fit in at Madison? We got to get you ready. We're
You gotta
finishing this
train."
whole bottle
Yeah.
tonight."
Jesus Christ.
The old bottle of vodka that we
Yeah.
polished off, and
Damn.
they're like, "Chris, you don't hold your liquor well at all. We got to get this. You got to get it together.
You gotta fix this.
You got to fix this."
Last time, did I show you Ben Slink? Did we talk about Ben
I
Slink?
don't think we talked about Ben Slink.
You gotta see Ben Slink. It's my favorite dog on TikTok.
Oh, Ben Slink.
Ben Slink. We got about 2 minutes, and it's Ben Slink time.
Do you want to airdrop it? I can throw it on the TV.
I was gonna show you on my phone.
Oh, let me see.
Never mind. We'll do it.
No, I want to see Ben Slink.
All right.
A little bit of dead air here.
Well, that's okay.
Ben Slink.
So Ben Slink is a very, very fat wiener dog. And he stands up. He stands up
got
on
a
his rear
chain.
legs with a chain. He's got a Cuban link. Yeah, it's always trap music and Ben fucking Slink, dude.
He's the
He brings
fattest
himself up on
wiener
his
dog
hind
I've
legs.
ever seen.
And he barks.
Ben Slink. That dog looks like it's about to fucking explode. dude.
Yeah.
It looks like his eyes are gonna pop out of its fucking head.
He just looks like such a formidable boy.
It would have fit better. I like the music choice, but it would have worked better if they picked like Rick Ross.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Maybe that's a little too on the nose.
Actually, shit. Here's what I wanted to talk about before we end up.
Yes.
Did you see the fucking Trump quote about Japan?
No.
Trump talking to Japan?
No.
Oh my! So it's some I don't know what it is, but it's some event, and then they're taking questions, and it's in Japan. Okay, this is in Japan, talking to Japanese reporters, and one of them goes, "I think it's a pretty reasonable question." He goes, "Hey, how come you didn't tell any of your allies that you were going to invade Iran, and then just
reasonable
invaded?" And then he goes, well, we went in heavy, and it needs to be a surprise. Who knows about surprises better than Japan, huh?
No.
You love a surprise. Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor, huh?
Oh,
He says in 2026, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor?
How old
That's what he says.
He would have been like 20. Trump? How old? He wouldn't.
In 1940?
He wasn't born yet, right? He would have just been born. He would have been a baby.
Well, he's what, like 80 right now?
Yeah. So he would have been a baby.
Yes. He's not. Probably wasn't on the call sheet for Pearl Harbor.
Why did you tell me? Look, if this wasn't in the context of him starting a potentially global conflict, it would be very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, even within the context of him starting World War III,
right?
It is pretty funny.
I get, and like, they're laughing, but it's like, that's a polite laugh. That's like can you fucking believe you just said that?
That's crazy. They were laughing.
There's like a little laughter where he was like, who knows about surprise rather than Japan? And they're like, haha, I guess.
They are very polite.
I guess we did one surprise attack.
It's like, I thought we sorted this out when you dropped 2 nucular bombs on us.
It's like, who do you think
sorted this out?
More? Yeah.
I think we're more than even that. Honestly, now you owe us.
Yeah. I just can't. I don't know. We talk enough about politics, but it's like, how can you be like, that's the best president we've ever had?
I mean,
that's the best one.
Is anyone saying that?
Nah, I feel like they used to.
Yeah, and then he started World War III.
It's true. It's true.
They are polite over there,
It's true.
They are polite. Weren't you telling me about a story like some guy was hanging out at like a Japanese host family's house and they're like getting blackout drunk every night?
Oh yeah, it was some comic was talking about they did study abroad in Japan, and they'll have like a like a little sake at dinner, and apparently the custom is so they'll give it to you like a little in a little cup, and then if you finish it and just leave a little bit at the bottom, that says like I've had enough. Apparently, if you drink the whole thing, it tells you I want more. So there's so much politeness that the custom is then that everyone gets another one, and you keep going until the guest is like, I'm good, I've had enough, by leaving a little bit at the bottom. But this guy was from America. He didn't know this. So he's like, oh, okay, I guess we have sake at dinner. So he would drink it, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, they're pouring more. And so it was like, he's at this host family, and they're getting blackout drunk every night because he doesn't know this custom.
Oh, no.
And then apparently it was like, he went to go complain to like the group in charge of it, being like, they're drinking every night. And then they're just like, you're not finishing, you're leaving a little bit left in the sake, right? And he's like, no. And they're like, yeah, that's telling them,
soldier.
That's telling them to give everyone more. And so apparently he's like, oh my God. So then like that night he comes back, they give him the sake, he just drinks, leaves a little bit, and everyone's just like,
oh, thank God.
Thank fucking Christ.
But I'm just shocked not one of them was like, okay, maybe he doesn't know our thing. But hey, polite.
Yeah.
Gotta be
polite to a fault.
Hey, polite to a fault.
You even have to forgive someone coming in and going, it's actually your fault that I didn't tell you about this. But
yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Well, hey, we're leaving a little bit of sake in the cup. I think that's
no, about
does it. We're about 102.
102.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
This has been an episode of Confidently Wrong. Pretty good. I had fun. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got anything you want to plug or...
I'll be in Maine, beginning of April.
Hell yeah, baby. He's returned. I'm going to be at Funhouse in Philly, April 10th.
Ooh.
Get a ticket. I don't think anyone from Philly listens to this, but bring your friends.
Get tickets.
Get some tickets. And thank you for supporting the podcast. Keep listening. Like and share our clips. Subscribe to the Patreon. We're doing the 90-day pod at some point. Hey, we're busy. It's something no one asked for. We keep promising, not delivering. Hey, it's confidently wrong, baby.
Have a good night, everybody.
We love you. Don't get captured.
Don't get captured.